Okay, so you're probably looking at the title of this video and wondering, what is this? And you're probably saying to yourself, of course cockroaches are real, but hear me out for just a second. Roaches have ancestors tracing back more than 300 million years, which means cockroaches have been around for a long time, and they're here to stay. With that said, it had me thinking of a crazy thought. Are cockroaches real? Yes, this is actually what I want to analyze in this video. So stay tuned. I'm Chris. Your eyes aren't deceiving you, and you are watching Factsma. Alright, so before we start, let me begin by saying this is obviously a fun hypothesis, but a hypothesis nonetheless. So let's have some fun. Okay, so how do we know that the roaches that sample your sandwich before you are actually roaches? After all, most species that existed 300 million years ago are long gone. By the fossil record, the last common roach ancestor lived 140 million years ago. Another case to be made is in the anatomy. You see, original cockroaches had ovipositors, a tube-like organ used by some animals, especially insects, for the laying of eggs. The modern-day cockroaches lack this appendage. As a matter of fact, ancient roaches looked more so like this. This cockroach was found preserved in amber by German researcher Ziggy Ellenberger in what is now modern-day Myanmar. It has a triangular head with large eyes set upon a long neck, features that likely helped it hunt its prey. The cockroach also had a narrow body and wings, elongated legs and mouth parts, and an extra set of modified eyes located on the top of its head, which likely helped it spot predators, such as the feathered dinosaurs living at the time. Now, there's a bit of similarity, but this insect definitely looks different than the creepy cockroach, or so-called cockroach, of today. The original or ancient cockroach actually resembles another strange-looking insect of today. That insect is the praying mantis. So wait a minute. Could it be that these so-called roaches of today are an entirely new species and the true cockroaches are actually the praying mantis? Okay, before you say that we're crazy and before you say, of course not, let's look at the evidence. Many original cockroaches were predatory insects that evolved to rule the night, just like the praying mantis. They also had eyes that were divided into two parts, also similar to the praying mantis. You see, the praying mantis has two big compound eyes, the ones you easily notice, but they also have three smaller eyes located on the middle of their head. This means that the mantis can look at the same spot with both eyes, which lets it determine distances more accurately. So, I think it's clear that these two insects are related. As a matter of fact, both the cockroach and the praying mantis belong to the same suborder called Dictyoptera. Alright, so I think we've reached the end for now of this hypothesis. It's clear that cockroaches, of course, are real. Are they exactly like their ancient ancestors? Obviously not. But what is clear is this. Whether they're real or a figment of our nightmares, cockroaches are here to stay, and for good reason. Most cockroaches feed on decaying organic matter, which traps a lot of nitrogen. Cockroach feeding has the effect of releasing that nitrogen in their feces, which then gets into the soil and is used by plants. In other words, extinction of cockroaches would have a big impact on forest health, and therefore indirectly on all the species that live there. But of course, what do you think?